Hi guys, how are you? This is Joyce. Welcome back to our GH live stream. Give me a few minutes because these kits are on the limited time running due now. You just could get this within $30 could get these kits. For this kit is the 12 pieces fast giant dipping powder kit. The G6601 is including the pink and the white and the nude colors. As you can see, those 12 colors. And today we select this color to make the design later for the tutorial. And G6602 is the shimmer color kit. It's 12 pieces the shimmer color. Could you see that? And today we are going to select this color, the 127, to make the nail designs later. And one more is the 03. For this kit, we have 12 pieces, the purple and the red and the neon color. And today we pick the hot red to make the designs later. Okay, and another is the 04, G6604. For this kit, we have 12 pieces, the neon color and some blue and the dark blue colors. Today we select this color to make the designs later. And one more is the G6605. For this kit, including 12 pieces, the glitter colors. It's so gorgeous. And today we select the silver, this color, to make the design. So for those kits, you could find on the Amazon.com by searching GHdip to get the kits in the limited time lightning deal within $30. So we are going to using these colors to make this design. It's gorgeous. We are going to using the sticker to make the color block like this. And the ombre with the shimmer colors. So one more thing for another kit is the G6050. For this kit, it's in the limited time lightning deal now. You just need $27 could get this kit, including 4 pieces dip glue and 6 pieces fast giant dipping powder. And for the color, it's the winter colors like that. So today we select this color, the gray color, to make the design. And here's the nail design. With the marble and the ombre and with the butterfly decals, the sticker. So let's go for tutorial. Hey guys, so for this kit, we're gonna to have the limited time lightning deal now. You just by searching GHdip on the Amazon.com that you could get this kit with the favorable price. It's right now. You just could enter the Amazon.com by searching GHdip. So now, here we go. First, we pick the colors. Here's the color, the number 83, the hot red colors. And another is the silver one. It's from the G6605. And for the final, it's the shimmer. This color is from the G6602. We're gonna have those 3 colors to make the design. First, we need to stir the powder and avoid it sticking together first. For every time you need to do this, we need to stir the powder to avoid it sticking together because later we're going to do the tutorial for the nail art design. So we already prepared, we already washed the hand, push back the cuticle, and do all preparation. Now we take out the ombre pads. For the ombre pads, we need to dry the nail bed first. For the ombre pads, if you do not have the ombre pads, you could have any prepare and for the prep balm or any balm from other brands that you could use it to dry the nail bed, then the powder will be more stick with your nails. And actually, we already done all the preparation, like push back the cuticle and cut off any excess cuticle. We take out the sticker. For this sticker, we help to make the design. We need to put on the finger first, because later we're going to do the color block. This kind of a color block, it with the angle. So you can select different stickers to help you put different angle of the nails. Because we avoid the powders to mix together, and with more refine the angles of the smile line. For this one, we are going to make it, and to make the color block with the angles. If you are hard to control the dip glue, how to go it well, so that's the amazing things to help you. So first, we need to brush the top part. We need to apply very thin layer of the base. You just need to brush it evenly along with the sticker line. Because for the first part, the top parts, we are going to dip into the glitter colors. So for this part, we need to do it 1 time or 2 times. It just depends on the thickness of the nails you want. So do not to apply the base, let it get on your cuticle. We need to brush off any excess powder. So if you think it's already enough that we need to put those stickers off, we need to do a little bit adjustment of the design. Do not let it get on your cuticle skin. And using the tweezer to help to remove any excess glitter and brush off. If you think 1 layer is enough, that's to take off the sticker you just put on your nails. And for our fast drying dipping powder, because it could be dried within 30 seconds by itself, so do not worry, the powder will not affect by the sticker. It dry already. So when you take out, you can find that the top parts is only with the glitter colors. This way is for our clients who just first to do the powder nails. It will help you. The sticker is more easy to help you to make the design. So now we need to take out the number 1 base again and brush the base evenly on the rest of the nail plate. But do not let it get over your glitter part. You need to brush evenly and take care the rest parts of the nails. Brush evenly and carefully, and then dip into the red powder. For this red is the hot red. It's called 83. It's from our G6603. So brush off any excess. For the solid color, we're going to do the second layer. Brush evenly and do not let your base to go over your glitter part. So for these things, we are going to help you to make the easy way to do the color block. But with the perfect angle. And then dip into the color powder again. Tail off. And using a brush to help to brush off any excess powder. We're going to using the tweezer to help you to make the designs look more perfect, and then brush off any excess. We take out the clear powder. You need to prepare the clear powder, and actually you can find the clear powder from us by the dip powder accessories kit. For the dip powder accessories kit, including 2 ounce clear powder, because we need to brush the base again to your entire nail. When you brush the top part, you need to take care do not let the base to get on your cuticle. And brush evenly, because later we need to use the clear powder to help to protect the design. So now we're going to use the nail tips to help to skew the powder and sprinkle on the nail plate. This part will let your nails won't feel so thick. And to cover with the clear powder to protect the design. So for our base, you can use it as the first layer as the base and use as the cover powder. So now we turn to another finger. We take out the different angle of the sticker. Actually, you can buy it on the Amazon.com for different angle of the sticker. We're going to stick-Let this with the beautiful smile like one. And we need to stick it with your nail plate. And using the tweezer to help to adjust the angle of the sticker. So if you are not so familiar how to using the dip powder kit and cannot to brush evenly, if you want to make the color block by 2 colors, actually it's easier when you're using the sticker to help you. But first, you need to choose the suitable size of the sticker to help you. You can cut off any excess, but when you're doing on your nails, you need to find the suitable sizes of the sticker to help you. This for the beginner to do the color block. So we need to use a tweezer to help to pick it up and press it on the nail and make the surface more smooth and evenly. So if you find it not so good, you need to use the tweezer to help you to adjust the angle of it. So we take out the silver glitter. For the silver glitter is from the G6605. For that kit, it's including 12 pieces the glitter colors. And actually right now, we have the limited time lightning deal for this powder kit. We need to brush it. Brush the first part. And then select the color you like and dip into it. And cut off any excess. You need to brush off any excess. So normally for the glitter, we brush only one time. We dip into the glitter only one time. If you want to make it looks more full of it, that you could apply second layer. And then using the tweezer to help to take off the sticker which on your nails. Because for our powder, it could be dried within 30 seconds. Here's the important part when you're doing the color block. It's so easy because our powder could be dried within 30 seconds by itself. So it will not easy to destroy the designs you make. So now here's the important point. When you brush the rest parts of the nails, you need to brush evenly, very thin layer, and do not let your base to get on the glitter part. Here's the important point, because where your base is, where the powder will be stick with. And dip into the color powder. This hot red powder is from our G6603 that you could get this kit now in the limited time lightning deal. Normally for the solid color we're going to do 2 layers. So brush off the first layer and then to apply the base on your nail, the rest parts of the red color. But every time brush evenly and do not apply too much base on your nails, and you could fix it by the brush. Reach the parts that you did not apply any base. Okay, so normally we need to brush it evenly for every layer. Remember, normally we do the glitter only 1 time, and for the solid color we're going to do the 2 times. 2 coats is enough. Because later we're going to using clear powder to protect it. So brush off any excess powder. And we need to apply the base to your another finger. And then turn your finger 45-degree angle and dip into the color powder. Take out and tap off any excess powder by the brush. We need to apply the color powder for 2 coats. For every coat, you need to brush evenly and keep your brush flat. And do not to brush the base to get on your critical part. And dip into the color powder with 45-degree angle, stay for a second, and take out. And going to tap off or brush off any excess powder by the brush. And actually for this brush you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit. So we're going to do another nails. For this nail we're going to do the ombre nails. We need to brush the base to your entire nail and brush evenly. Now we need to use the brush to help to apply some powder and sprinkle on the nail plates. Just tap, tap, tap. Actually, you could select 2 brushes to help you, but normally when we're doing the tutorial, we use only 1 brush to help. So the white color, that white color is the shimmer one. It's not the white powder, it's the shimmer color from our G6602. For our G6602, the 12 pieces powder kit, for that kit is including 12 pieces shimmer color. For this one is the white shimmer with a little bit purple shimmer glitters inside it. So it's super popular when you use it to do the design, especially for the ombre. So we're going just to do the tap, tap, tap on the nail. It's super easy. If you're doing the little fingers, that you could use the smallest brush to help you. And to brush off any excess powder, we're going to apply the base again because later we're going to using the clear powder to protect the design. And using the nail tips to help to screw the powder, and then sprinkle on the nail plate, because this way will not let your nails feel so thick. Return to another finger. For this finger, we are going to dip into the shimmer colors to make the nails designs combination looks more perfect. So every time we need to brush evenly for every layer, and then dip into the color powder. And actually for this one, it's not the white powder, it's the shimmer one. And actually we're going to use a brush to help to brush off. We suggest to do the 2 coats is enough. But for your brush, you need to brush evenly to your entire nail. And then put your finger 45 degrees and dip into the powder. Stay for seconds and take out. Tap off any excess. We're gonna to using the clear powder to help to protect the design. So when you after doing the glitter or the shimmer colors, we suggest to use the clear powder to protect the design, because later we're going to do the filing and buffing directly. And actually for our clear powder, it's the fast dry and dipping system too. You can find it from our dip powder accessories kit. So going to tap off. So now we're going to do the filing. Oh, one more accident. For this color, for the middle fingers, we forget to cover with the clear powder. But actually, if you're doing it at home, you need to cover it with the clear powder for every time to protect the design. But when you're doing it, you need to brush evenly, part by part. And then we're going to screw the clear powder and put it on your nails and to protect the design. Okay, finish. For those 5 fingers, we are going to accept the red color we did not use. So we take out the brush saver, our nail technician set. When you're doing the glitter color or the dark colors, if you find your brush get dirty, you can use a brush saver to help. But first, you need to wipe off any excess liquid. You need to use a lengthy wipe of the paper towel to help to wipe off any excess liquids, then put into the bottles again. And every time you need to clean the mouth of the bottle and to put it and store in the cool and dry place. So it's so important to avoid the caps cannot be open. So first, our nail technician going to throw away the dirty ones. So we're going to do the filing directly. Because for our powder, it's the fast dry and dipping powder. You do not need to apply any activator to make the powder get dry. So actually now we're going to use the nail machine to do the filing directly after 30 seconds. So first, when you're doing the filing, you need to file off any place you think uneven or bumpy place. But actually, you could use the nail machine or the nail file. We suggest to use the nail machine. That's your nail plate will be more smooth and evenly. We first to file off the place of the nail plate and turn to the cuticle part. So every time, do not to let your base to get on your cuticle. For those color, especially the glitter color or the shimmer color, we have to using the clear powder to protect the design first, then going to do the filing and buffing. And as you can see on the corner of the right side, you can find it. For our those kits, the G6601 to G6605, for those 12 pieces powder kits, is in the limited times lightning deal now. You could enter the Amazon.com by searching GHdip to get the favorable price for those kits. And another kit is in the limited times lightning deal now. It just need to use $27 for buying the G650. So now you could enter the Amazon.com by searching GHdip. You could find them. So we're going to fire off any lumpy place. Okay, we're going to use the nail file. For this nail file is for you to shaping. For this nail file to shape your nails when you're doing the nail art process. It's used for the artificial nails. So for this part, actually you could shape any nail shape you want. For this one is the coffin shape, is the popular one. You need to shape it with the refined shape by the nail file. Actually, you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit. And we take out the nail buffer. For the nail buffer, you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit too. It's using for grinding the nail surface more evenly. So you need to do the buffing on the nail plate and turn the cuticle part. And especially the nail edge, or you find it any bumpy or uneven place, you could use it to grind it. For this nail buffer, you could use it for the natural nail or the artificial nails. For the natural nails, it could be used to remove any shine or oil. When you're using for the artificial nail, that you need to grind in the nail surface more evenly. So for our powder, actually it is the fast giant dipping powder. You could do the filing and buffing after 30 minutes when the powder dries by itself. And actually for this kit, the G6601 to G6605, in the limited time lightning deal now, especially the G6604. For that kit, you just need $27. You could get that kit, including 12 pieces the color powder. And another is the G650. For that kit, you could have the 4 pieces deep blue and the 6 pieces the powder. For the colors is the winter colors. So we're going to do the buffing right now. When you're doing the buffing, you need to take care of your cuticle skin. If you are first to use the nail buffer, you need to make sure your buffer will not to scratch your skin. So put your buffer with the right angle and do not over buffing. For one place, if you found it already evenly, so that you move to next place, do not over buffing for only one place. So you need to using your finger to touch it to feel it whether it is evenly or not. So when you're doing the nails DIY at home, when you need to take care of the nail buffer or the nail file and the nail machine. and do not let it to scratch your cuticle skin. So every time we need to do all those necessary parts, but first we must be push back the cuticle and cut off any excess cuticle. And when you're doing the nails, you need to apply the base to your entire nail. And after the paint, you need to do the filing and the buffing and the shaping by the nail file. That makes your powder nails look more gorgeous, and actually it will be more long lasting on your nails. Brush off any dust particles using the brush. For this brush with sharp hair, actually you do not need to worry whether it will be scratch your skin. We take out the lint-free wipe. This part is kind of the necessary part too. You need to wipe off any dust particles from your nail plate. If you do not have the lint-free wipe, you could use the paper towel to help you. So after this, we need to take out our number 2, the activator. For the activator, we just need to use it only one time during the dip powder nail art designs. You need to brush evenly and only one time. Do not overuse the activator if you are using our fast giant dipping powder. We're going to brush only one time for your nails for the activator. Very thin layer because later we're going to apply the top. So we take out the number 3, the top. For the number 3, the top, we need to use it 2 times. We need to apply it very thin layer for the first. But every time you need to brush evenly. Normally for our nail technician, going to brush 3 fingers first and go back. We're going to apply the second layer. But if you are first to use it, you need to control the speed. Because for our fast giant dipping system, we need the first layer of the top half dry but still sticky. So when you see it a little bit matte, not totally dry, we're going to apply the second layer on. For the second layer, we must be to apply much more than the first layer. So we're going to apply the second layer on for the top. For our top, it could be dried within 1 minute if you are using our fast giant dipping system. So brush off. For the first layer or every layer, you must be brushed evenly. And do not let the top to get on your cuticle too. So when you see it down a little bit matte, we're going to apply the second layer on. And brush evenly, keep your brush flat. Don't forget the nail edge. We must be to protect the nail edge every time. So brush evenly to let the brush to help you and apply it. It's super double shiny. So here's the designs, nail art designs for those colors. Okay, return to another finger. Return to another hand and make another designs. We take out the gray color from our, and this one is from the G6601. It's the 24. For this color is the neon pink, the nude pink. And here's the number 91 from our G650. And here's the number, the blue colors. And actually it's from our G6604. For those colors, we combined and made the designs and with the butterfly decals today. So remind you again, for these kits, we have the limited time sliding deal on the Amazon.com now. You just, by searching GHdip, that you could get a favorable price for those kits. So if you are doing the marble, we need to use the dip tray to help you. So for the dip trays, because we need to mix two colors together, we skew a little bit powders on the dip tray with two colors. One is the gray color. This gray color is a little light gray color, and one blue color. So we need to using any tips or the toothpick or any stick to help you mix together for two colors. And then shape it. Let the surface more smooth and even, because later we're going to tap on it. So prepare the hands first using a bumper pad. For the bumper pads, as I mentioned for many times, you can find this from our dip powder accessories kit. It's with the 12 pieces the bumper pad. For our bumper pads is no smell, but with fragrance. If you have any other balms, you can use it. It's used to dry the nail bed. First, we need to pick out the nails we wanted to do the design. So for this finger, we're going to do the marble design. First, we need to apply the base to your entire nail and brush evenly. So when you brush the base on your nails, do not let it to get on your cuticle skin. And dip into the clear powder. And brush off any excess clear powder. And using the base again, apply the base to your entire nail again and brush evenly for every time. And stunt your finger and tap on the colored powders to make the marble design. So because this way it looks more natural. Using a brush to help to brush off. So normally, if you find it, whether see the marble designs successful or not. So if you like this color, you could just use it only one time. If you want it with more colors, that you could apply another layer on. You need to use the nail buffer to slightly to buff off any place you think bumpy on the nails. You could repeat this step as the color and the design as you like, but normally we think it's enough for the one layer. We take out the sticker, the decals of the butterfly, using a tweezer to help to pick it up. So we just select the one you like. Actually, for this kind of the sticker, it's the self-adhesive. So it could be stick with your nails. It's kind of the self-adhesive on the sticker, so you do not need to worry. It will be easier to remove or not. So we're just trying to put the sticker as we want and press it. let its adhesive on the nails. We're going to using the base again. For this time, we're going to protect the design by using the clear powder. As I mentioned, for the clear powder, we could use it as the base, and we could use it as the cover powder to protect your design. This time, we are going to dip into the clear powder and going to tap off. So, we're going to move for another nails. We're going to apply the base. To apply the base to your entire nail and brush evenly for every layer. It's kind of important things because for the nails, you won't feel so thick if you brush evenly every time. And going to dip into the clear powder and tap off. And brush off any excess. We're going to apply another layer on for the base. For this time, we repeat the step. Later, we're going to tense your finger and tap on the dip tray to make the marble design. So this kind of the marble design, it looks more natural. You could repeat this step as the desired style is rich. So for this one, with more blue colors, we're going to brush off any excess powder. And then after dipping, after 30 seconds, we're going to do the little buffing on the nails. Do not over buffing, cannot use too hard way. You just to do the buffing slightly because we want the nail surface more evenly. It's just like to grind the surface more evenly, more smooth, because later we're going to pick the sticker, pick the decals on the nails directly. So this finger we're going to use another sticker. It's the butterfly too. We buy so many different butterflies from the website. And so using a twixter to help and then to stick with the nails. Actually, this kind of the sticker is the self-adhesive. So you do not need to worry whether it will be easy to remove off or easy come off. So we pick the one we like and to stick with your nail and using a finger to help to press it. Because for our powder, it's the first giant dipping powder, it's dry already. We're using the base again to apply the base to your entire nail. For this time, we're going to dip into the clear powder to help to protect it. And tap off any excess. So for those two fingers, we are already done. For another one, another 3 fingers, we are going to do the ombre nails. We need to prepare the brush to help you. For those 2 colors, another one is from the G6601. For that color is the nude pink color. It's just like the baby Brahma. It's kind of the soft color. We need to using the brush to help to tap on the nails first. And turn to another colors, the blue colors on the nail edge. And going to tap off. And apply the base again. Every time you need to brush evenly because it's so important to avoid the powder will be bumpy or uneven on your nails. But for our powder, it's smooth enough. And actually when you tap on the nails, you will feel so thick if your base brush evenly. Actually, I like these two colors so much. It looks gorgeous, and to do the ombre nails looks so natural. For the ombre nails, we normally to do 3 coats because for our powder, it won't let your nails feel so thick. But if you want to make the colors look more full or strong, we normally to tap on the nails for 3rd coat. And for the final coat, you need to fix the parts that you think not perfect with the powder. If your nails are short and your nail plate are not as small, that you could using the smallest the brush to help you. We're going to brush off any excess. So we turn to another finger. We repeat this step because we're going to do the ombre nails for those 3 fingers. We're going to brush evenly for every layer. We need to using the brush to help to do the ombre nails on the nail. Just tap on the nails and turn to another colors and doing this step. So normally for the first layer, it's kind of so thin and it looks not so solid because when you're doing the tappings on the nails, the powder will not too much on the nails. It doesn't same with the dipping. So that's why we suggest to do the ombre nails, we do the 3 coats. For the second layer, we're going to tap on the nails. This time, we're going to let the colors more strong, looks more full. And brush off any excess powder from your nails. We're going to do the 3rd coat. For this time, we're going to fix the place where things not perfect that we could use this time. For the 3rd coat, we're going to fix the place you want it to make it more perfect and looks more natural. Using a brush to help to apply the powder and sprinkle on the nail plate, and just using the nails and just tap with rings. And turn to the final finger, final colors to on the nail edge. And going to tap off any excess powder. For the top finger, we do the ombre nails too. Because that makes your nail art designs, the whole 5 fingers looks more combination. So I just want to brush evenly for the first layer and apply the powder and sprinkle on the nails. Normally for the first layer, it won't look so solid, won't be so full of the colors. So that's why we are going to apply the 2nd layer or the 3rd layer. So, but actually for you doing the ombre nails, you need to control the speed when you sprinkle the powders on the nails. Because for our dip glue, it will be fast dry and for the powder. So actually you need to control the speed. You could do this as fast as you could. And it's so easy because it's just using the brush to help to tap on the nails. And tap off any excess powder by the brush. So actually, if you found you already done 2 coats is enough that you could move for next step. But if you find it's not so thick and the color is not so full, that you could repeat this step as the desired style is rich. For the third coat, actually we're just gonna to fix the colors. Just tap 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 on the nails. We're going to using the brush to have to brush off any excess. So after using, we need to keep the cap tightly closed no matter the powder or the dip glue. Especially the dip glue, the number 1 the base and the number 3 the top. You must be to clean the mouth of the bottle and then to keep the cap tightly closed. And for the number 2 activator, it's the kind of the warranty liquid. And actually you need to keep those liquids cap tightly closed and store in the cool and dry place. So we're going to do the filing directly without using the activator, because for our fast giant dipping powder system, you just need to use it only one time for the activator, but after buffing and the filing. Do not use it before the buffing and the filing. So when you're using the nail file, you need to take care the speed of the machine, and do not forget to file off any place you think uneven from the critical part. If your nails with the design, you need to use the clear powder to help to protect the design. Especially after stick with the sticker. Actually, if you're doing you need to apply the clear powder on it to protect it. So we want to remind you again for those colors, for these powder kits, for the G6601 to G6605. It's in the limited time planning deal now, right now. So that you could enter the Amazon.com by searching GHdip. You could get those kits in the favorable price within $30. So now we turn to the shaping. Every time you need to shape the nails by the nail file. We have 2 kinds of the nail file from our dip powder accessories kit. For the first one is the very thin one. That one is using for the natural nails. For this one with a little sponge on the middle. This one is using for the artificial nails, because it will be more flexible. So after the shaping, we are going to turn to the buffing. Using the nail buffer to grinding the nail surface more evenly for every time is kind of the necessary part, because it will make your powder nails will be a lot more long lasting on the nails. And after the buffing, that your nail surface looks more glossy and evenly. We need to shape it, and we need to do the buffings on the nail plate for so many times, because that your nails will be looks more evenly, because later we're going to apply the top on it. So we're going to do the buffings. And actually today we select these colors from our all 6 powder kit. 5 kits is with 12 pieces the fast giant dipping powder, and another kit is called G650. For that kit is including 4 pieces dip glue and 6 pieces the fast giant dipping powder. And for this 6th color is the winter color. We combined all these kits to make the nail art design today. So if you have any interest that you could join into our Facebook group. Actually, we normally have some events on our Facebook group. We normally have some free gift for you. If you have the interest, you just to enter the Facebook group of our GHdip. And we have so many clients, our lovely clients, to communicate their experience, to do the beautiful powder nails design there, share their experience. So later I'm going to show you on what kind of the colors from these kits to make these designs. So after the buffing, we are going to brush off any dust particles from the nail and actually from the hands too. We're going to use a lengthy wipe to wipe off the dust particles every time from your nail plate. And actually it's kind of the necessary parts because later we are going to apply the activator. We'll be let the activator more absorb into the nails. We take out the number 2 the activator. We need to brush the activator only one time and brush evenly on your nails. And brush evenly only one time on the nails, but do not overuse it. Because for our fast shine dipping powder system, the powder could be dried by itself. So when you before the filing and the buffing, do not using any activator. So after the activator, we take out the number 3, the top. We need to apply the top for your nails 2 coats. For every coat, we need to brush evenly. And apply the top on the first layer. When you see that the surface gets matte, we're going to apply the second layer on. We must be to apply the top evenly on your nails. Don't forget the nail edge. As you can see, double shiny. And I like these 2 colors combination so much. I think the nude pink with the blue color, it looks gorgeous, the ombre. And for this now is with the butterfly decals, the butterfly sticker. So we need to apply the second layer on. For the second layer, we must be to apply much more than the first layer. For our top, actually after 1 minute, it will be totally dry. So return to this finger. We need to apply the first layer. Brush evenly, but do not let the top get on your cuticle skin too. We need to apply this very thin layer, brush evenly, because it's so important. When you see that it's a little bit matte on the surface, half dry but still sticky, we're going to apply the second layer on. Cannot wait the first layer totally dry. Our dip system is different from other powders on the market. So we're going to apply the second layer on to your entire nail for the top. As you can see, for this color, for this nail art design, we already finished. It's kind of the super glossy on the surface, and for the top, it's double shiny. So for these nails, today's designs, we combined with all these 6 kits. And for these kits, it's in the limited time sliding deal nails. Just enter the Amazon.com by searching GHdip. You could get these kits with favorable price. So it's only right now. You can enter the Amazon.com by searching GHdip. So today's our tutorial is done. Thanks for watching and support. Bye guys.